In this episode, we're going to be discussing Luke chapter 15, and the main deal is repentance and how it pleases God so much. So, chapter 15 starts out with Jesus he drew a crowd of publicans and sinners, whatever. I don't know what publicans means, but I'll look it up. Anyway, and the Pharisees were looking on in disgust because they didn't like the fact that Jesus was talking with sinners and eating with sinners and everything. But Jesus starts off by saying, which one of you, having 100 sheep, if one wanders off and gets lost, don't you leave the 99 behind in the wilderness and go searching for that one that is lost? It's the same with one coming to repentance. It makes God much happier to have that one that came to repentance than the 99 going about their normal life that didn't need to have repentance. And then it goes on to say there was a lady that lost a piece of silver in her house, and she lit a candle and looked all over the place until she finally found that piece of silver. And she called all her neighbors and friends, and they rejoiced with her for finding her one piece of silver that she had lost. And again, it's just emphasizing the point that one that comes to repentance is so valuable to the Lord. And then there was a man who had two sons, and the younger son decided he wanted to leave the farm and go party and live the wildlife for a while and see what that's like. So he asked his dad for half his inheritance. I don't know about you guys, but if I'd asked my dad for half of my inheritance, he would have said, "Boy, you want some money? Go get a job." Anyway, fortunately for this guy, his dad was nice and he gave him his half of the inheritance. And so he went off to, it says in the Bible, he went to another country, but it sounds to me like, he probably went to the big city to see the sights. And if you compared it to today, it would be like buying all the rounds of drinks for everybody at the bar and hosting huge barbecues and, renting girls by the hour, if you know what I mean. And anyway, this young man had a ball and soon ran out of money. And the land was in a famine, so he didn't have any money. He no longer had his newfound friends. He didn't have anywhere to go. He was a long ways from home. He didn't know what he was going to do, and his stomach was growling. So he asked around the locals there and got a job with a farmer feeding his pigs. He sent him out to the field to take care of his pigs and feed them every day and everything. And well, his stomach was still growling, and he didn't know what to do, so he started eating the pig's food right along with the pigs. And just imagine how delicious that was. And the boy got to thinking, my father's servants eat a lot better than this, and they're treated well and everything. I think I'll go back home and ask Dad for a job. Heck with this. So he starts the long walk home back to, the farm, and I'm sure he's eating whatever he can find along the way. And he was still a ways off, but he was on the road to the farm, and his dad came running down the road and gave him a big welcome and hugged his neck and said, "Oh, you're back, my son. You were dead and now you're alive. You're lost and now you're found." And he told the servants, "Go get the best robe and put on him, and put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet, and let's kill the fatted calf and celebrate." Whee! Well, as it turns out, the older brother wasn't so happy about all this. He was still out working in the field, and he heard all the commotion from the singing and dancing, so he came up to the farm to see what was going on. And he saw one of the servants there and he asked him what was going on. And he told him, "Your brother is back. He's returned home. He was dead and now he's alive. He's lost and now he's found. We're celebrating." And he was so mad he wouldn't even go in there and join the festivities. So his dad came out and begged him to come and join because, it was all about his brother being home. And he said, "Dad, I've been with you for years and years doing exactly what you tell me. I've never disobeyed you. I've always done what you asked. And you've never given me a goat to celebrate with my friends or anything. What's up with that?" And his dad said, "Son, you're always here. You'll always be here. Everything I have is yours. And your brother was dead and now he's alive. He was lost and now he's found. And we're going to celebrate." And the moral of the story is God will not ever stop loving you no matter what you do. So if you think you've messed up and you quit studying the Bible and you kind of avoided God and the church because you felt bad because you thought, "Boy, I've really messed up. Never mind. God will welcome you back anytime, no matter what you've done, with open arms, just like this father did his son. It doesn't matter. You can't mess up enough to lose God's love. He's a very loving, forgiving father. And I just want you to know that no matter what you've done in this life, it's not bad enough to lose the love of God. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you in a week.